Welcome to the Bogart Podcast, episode number...
Hey, what's up, party people?
Episode number 23. I'm Evan Bogart. With me today is my co-host, David Parshall, and we got a show for you today.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
Email the show at thebogartpodcast@gmail.com. Call the show. Actually, I don't even remember the number. It's been so long since I said it. I think it's 585-678-1660. That's 585-678-1660. Yeah, I mean, we haven't said it in a while, so I had to think about it. But so yeah, how's your week been, my friend?
It's been pretty decent, I guess.
Yeah, you did some interesting things this past week.
Yeah, I guess.
You went to a hockey game. Tell us about that.
I sure did. Well, since we've last talked, Christmas has come and gone.
Yep.
And my lovely wife got me tickets to go see the New York Rangers play in Tampa Bay Lightning. So it's actually, she got me tickets to see the Tampa Bay Lightning, but my team's the New York Rangers because, I bleed blue. They last won the cup in 2004. Last won the cup in 1994. And, it's a love-hate relationship with them, just like every other sports team, Mm-hmm. But, I bleed blue,
Now, it looked It looked like when you posted the Instagram stories, it looked like there was no one there.
There was a lot of... at that point... that was like the very beginning when they, let people into the stadium and we, found our seats and not a lot of people were at their seats yet.
Oh, okay.
But it was a packed house.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when I saw it, I'm like, that can't be not even a lot of people there. So I was like, oh, maybe they're not.
Oh, it was a packed house.
Yeah.
A lot of New York Rangers supporters, including me and the kid and the missus.
Now,
dressed up.
Out of the how many people were Rangers fan? Like a percentage?
I am going to say 33%.
That's not that bad though for being down in Florida,
Yeah.
In Tampa Bay.
So, me and my cousin Nathan, we got this thing going. I can't remember exactly what year it was. He would know, but basically at one point in the Rangers and the Tampa Bay's timeline, I want to say it was 2014,
mm-hmm.
when there's all these old New York Rangers players were playing for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So me and my cousin would call it, let's just say 2014. We would call them the 2014 New York Rangers. That's what the Tampa Bay team was. Or we would call them the Tampa Bay Rangers, or we would call them the New York Lightning. Because there's a lot of old players. So I can't remember exactly, like I said, I can't remember exactly what year it is, but the Rangers traded their captain, Ryan Callahan, and there was a bunch of people. There was I can't remember the dude's name. I want to say it was Strawman. Not 100% sure if that was what it was or not. He went to the team. Brian Boyle went to the team. Ryan McDonough went to the team. Also a former Rangers captain. Just so many Rangers players went and played for the Tampa Bay team. It's crazy. But yeah. And they ended up losing, unfortunately, but it was a good game, I guess. It went into overtime and then to a shootout, and then they lost in the shootout. But so they the Rangers ended up picking up a point, but the Lightning got the 2 points. And so we went down to Tampa for the day. It took 3 hours to get there. Hit traffic in some certain parts because Florida doesn't know how to drive when there's an accident on the other side of the road, right? Traffic on the main side is comes to a halt. And
Yeah, well, I mean, what's gonna say? You brought your daughter.
Yep.
How did she like that?
She I would say she enjoyed it. Last spring we watched a lot of the playoff games, so I got her to got her to like the team, and she'll be like, "We bleed blue." And for Christmas, we got her a little kid-sized Rangers jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like super huge on her, so I rolled up the sleeves and I dressed her up in that. And I think that's like the first time that I've ever really showed. I know there's like 1 or 2 pictures of her on the gram from when she was a baby, but I haven't like done anything showing her on there at all. It's like since in almost 5 years that she's been around. So yeah, she enjoyed it. She ended up falling asleep during the shootout, and because it was late, like 10 o'clock. I think we got back to the hotel at 10:30.
Okay.
Which the hotel wasn't too far from the arena, and we rode the free shuttle train trolley thing. Yeah. We had like walk to the trolley, got on, and it took you right to the arena, because people say that it's not a safe neighborhood, but it didn't seem too bad. Didn't see a lot of bums around, and I mean there's a lot of people in town for the game. A lot of folks at the hotel that we stayed at that were in town for the game. When we were pulling up, everybody's getting their Ranger swag out of the car and stuff, and yeah.
Well, it sounded like you had a blast.
Yeah. And it was Christmas, Christmas happened.
Yep.
Since the last time, and yeah, that's about it, I guess.
What'd you have for Christmas dinner?
What did we have for Christmas dinner? We didn't do dinner, so like we like to do appetizers in quotations, right? So the thing that my family has always done, we make these meatballs and a barbecue sauce.
Okay.
This barbecue sauce is equal parts ketchup and grape jelly.
Oh, okay, yeah. We make something like that, but we're too lazy to actually make meatballs. We just get the frozen kind. But
I made them from scratch out of ground beef and ground pork. So like equal parts ground pork and ground beef, and just make them into little meatballs with some breadcrumbs and bake them in the oven.
There you go.
Throw them into the crock pot with the barbecue sauce of grape jelly and ketchup, and Jess loves it. When she wants me to make it all the time, I'm like, no, that's just strictly a Christmas dish. Yeah, so we did the meatballs, and then we had some cocktail weenies, and we made chicken wing dip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Laura both had to work on Christmas, and we didn't really plan Christmas dinner. So we're like, what can we order? And
Chinese.
Yep. So we decided not to order because probably everyone in the world was ordering Chinese that day, and we would have to wait in town. And
only Jewish people order Chinese food.
Yeah, but
on Christmas because they don't celebrate Christmas; they celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah.
So, and the Chinese don't celebrate Christmas probably unless they're Christian Chinese, but
yeah, but so we decided not to, and we had a gas station snack Christmas where we got a bunch of. I spent probably $40 on just junk, just big. I bought the Big Mahama, or I don't know what it's called, but it's like a big beef jerky stick, pickled.
Oh, gross! Is that was the thing you showed me that you were eating?
Yeah, I ate.
Gross.
I ate that. What else did I eat? Potatoes. TGI Fridays potato skins. They're like chips, but
yep,
pretty gross. But
oh no, those are awesome. Like the bacon flavored things.
Yeah, they're I think I got pepperoni pizza flavored ones. And what else did I get? I got one of those cherry pies, they look like turnovers almost.
Mm-hmm.
So, got that, and then we didn't really do too much. I think we kind of went to bed early because we were up late, and we were up early for work, so we kind of just went to bed, and then Laura had to work the next day, and it was my birthday.
Yeah.
And
the big 29.
Yep.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you, my friend. So I just watched TV watched a bunch of Instagram reels, and yeah, that was basically my birthday. But you know what? I needed a lazy day, so
You should have went skiing.
yeah. I mean, I don't have too many friends around here that ski anymore.
That's okay.
So yeah, and so you know what? Lazy day, I don't mind. So
You should have done urban skiing
yeah,
for school,
yeah,
like you used to
yeah.
back in the day.
You know what though? Like if I probably would have tried the stuff I did back then today, I probably would have a broken bone by now. So I just yeah, but yep. So
we gotta talk about the elephant in the room right now.
what's that?
None of the viewers can see this, but you need to fix those shitty ass blinds that you got.
Oh,
That thing is just messed up.
the white blinds?
Yeah, that blind that you're looking at right now.
Oh yeah.
That thing is in rough shape.
Yeah, the air fryer was up against it, and it was shooting out hot air, and it almost caught the blinds on fire.
Oh god.
So
are they all melted?
yeah, the one side is like completely like melted. Yeah, I gotta get new blinds. But yeah, I don't know. We did one home improvement, and that was putting in the floors. So I just,
Yeah.
one thing at a time.
So how did the flooring go?
We didn't talk about that?
I don't know. I think the day that we
Oh,
did
yeah, okay.
the
So we did the
episode,
episode.
the next day you were doing the flooring. I think.
Yeah,
right?
it took us from 8 in the morning to, what was it? 8 in the morning to 9:30 at night.
Yeah, that's late. Ooh.
So it took us a while, but you know what? It was the best thing that I've ever purchased for my home. It's easy cleanup when the dogs have a mess. Just spray, wipe, disinfect, and it's done. It's not in the carpet where I need to get the carpet cleaner out, and just it's so much easier. And you know what? The spare bedroom smells 10 times better than what it did before because it was just in rough shape when we took it out.
With all the dog piss and the dog shit.
But now it's doesn't smell anymore. And we ripped it up and we're like, we didn't want to bring it through the house, so we just threw it out the window. We opened up the window and just chucked the carpet out there. And
so you didn't like roll it up?
Yeah, we rolled it up. We just chucked it out the window.
Make it look like a dead body?
Yeah. But yep, so did that. So Dirt Dan did the install with me, and he's like, oh, what are we gonna have for lunch? So I was like, I'll get DoorDash. So I'm like, and he wanted.
He's like, I don't know, man. What did you bring?
Yeah. So I was like, well, let's get Chipotle, and so I'm like, here you go. Get what you want, and so he got a burrito, and then when I looked at the price of the burrito, $27 for what he wanted. He wanted double meat. He wanted extra rolled tortilla. What else did he want? He wanted like just guacamole. He wanted the whole works. And I was like, I guess so. He is helping me out. So my burrito was only like, I think it was like $18. His was $27.
Jesus. Why are they so good? God damn.
Yeah, Chipotle's expensive.
Expensive.
Yeah, it's.
I don't remember it being that expensive.
The total for the order was $62 for 2 burritos.
Just oh my god, I'm never going to do these delivery services. Ever.
Yeah, we were gonna go out and get lunch, but we decided not to because we were far behind, and so we were like, yeah, let's just get DoorDash and just continue working. And then and then dinner came along. And he's like, what are we doing for dinner? And I'm like, oh my God.
You're like, I don't know. What is your brain?
Yeah. So I was like, well, I'll order Domino's. And that came out to be $27. So, like, I spent fucking $80 that day on fast food. And, yeah, it was no fun for no one. Well, it was fun for Dan because he got to enjoy fucking 2 fast food meals, and it would hurt my wallet, you know. And then I had to pay him for helping me out, so it was.
You're like, I'll pay you next Friday when I get paid.
Yeah. So, so it was. I guess it was worth the investment.
We had fast food on the way down, so like, you know, the missus, she gets hangry, right? And it's my fault that she gets angry.
Yeah.
So she's like, we need to get food, and we just left, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, well, let's wait until we get onto this certain road because, you know, we're just getting out of the city right now. And so it's like, I mean, it's basically 3 different roads to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You had west on 10 till you hit the 301, then you hit the 301 till you hit the 75, and it takes you all the way pretty much to where you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
So we stopped at McDonald's. So this is like literally like 10 minutes after we left, we stopped and got lunch.
Mm.
We went to McDonald's and we got this 40-piece McNugget and 2 large fries, and we got Harper a drink. And these chicken nuggets were so delicious.
Oh, really?
They were just like juicy, hot and juicy. They were just like, man, these chicken nuggets are delicious.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And then on the way home from Tampa, it's one time we stopped at McDonald's again at a place, and I used the kiosk thing where you don't have to deal with a rude
customer
person.
or
and
employee.
Got my usual. I mean, I haven't had, besides the day before, McDonald's in a really long time. Like probably like 6 months, but before that 6 months, it was like 9 years that I had McDonald's.
Oh wow!
And my usual used to be 2 McDoubles, no onions, and a small fry. That was my go-to, and it was like, I don't know, like $4 for the 3 stuff, I think, maybe a little less, I don't know. But these 2 McDoubles, no onion, were $4. I was like, damn, man. Back in my day, I used to get 10 McDoubles.
Yep.
But yeah, and they were delicious.
Yeah, what was it? When I worked at Burger King, the good old days, they always say when you go to any fast food place, always order a bunch of chicken nuggets. Don't order a 4-piece chicken nugget because you're just going to get the chicken nuggets that are sitting in the heat compartment thing. I forgot what it was called. But so you order a bunch of chicken nuggets. So they have to put them in the deep fryer and get them going. But yeah, never, if you go to a fast food place, never order like a 4-piece chicken McNugget or a small amount of chicken McNuggets because you're just going to get some old shitty chicken McNuggets.
And to caveat on that, when you order French fries from the fast food places, order them without the salt.
Yep, and then they have to.
They'll be hot and fresh.
Yep, So, but yeah.
And when you order the fast food and you're doing it through the drive-thru, ask for an extra cup. And then you put the French fries in the cup, and you put the cup in the cup holder.
Yep.
And it fits perfectly.
Yep.
Yeah. But speaking of all this fast food stuff, so I don't know, it was last week sometime, I made like this weird ground beef hamburger slider thing.
Yeah.
Right? That I saw on Instagram Reels. I was like, oh, that sounds yummy. We'll do that because we got some ground beef we got to use up. Long story short, after I made it, it tasted just like a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Oh, really?
It's crazy. Yeah. And I didn't do anything, all I did was, added salt, pepper, and garlic to the hamburger. And then I, It was a Hawaiian bun. Aldi Hawaiian buns is what the buns were.
Yeah.
And I just, put the Aldi 2% American cheese, and then the ground hamburger, and then some more American cheese, then the top bun, and then I brushed it with some butter and sprinkled it with some sesame seeds. Yeah. And it tasted just like McDonald's. It was crazy.
Nice.
I've never had that happen to me before.
Just tastes
crazy.
Yep. Have you ever had White Castle sliders?
Mm-hmm. Well, not the hamburgers.
Okay.
Because they always they cook it on a bed of onions.
Yep.
And I hate onions. So I would always get the chicken ring sandwiches.
Okay.
The chicken sliders that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to White Castle, but they have the frozen White Castle burgers at Aldi's. And I got them before, and man, they're so good. But
yeah,
you only get I don't remember how many came in a box, but it wasn't a lot.
8.
Yeah, I think it was 8. So, but yeah, those sliders, they're good.
You should go to a real White Castle sometime.
I think the closest one White Castle is in New Jersey, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but
I know. So when I came back from Colorado, when I moved back 10 years ago,
mm-hmm.
with my cousin Nathan and Cody, we stopped at a White Castle. And I've had White Castle 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the last time I had it was, I can't remember if I had it after that or not. I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
I've only had it 2 or 3 times.
Yep. And I always wanted to try In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out's trash.
Is it?
I think.
Do they have them in Florida?
No.
Oh, okay. I think they're in the Midwest to West Coast, isn't it?
They've got it in Colorado.
Okay, so yeah, Midwest to West Coast. But yeah, I've always wanted to try In-N-Out Burger. What other fast food places? They just opened a what the fuck's that restaurant or fast food? Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
They opened one up in Henrietta, and
that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
They didn't just open it.
Yeah.
They opened that up it's got to be close to 10 years now.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? I guess the first I don't know if this is accurate, but the first I think 10 people that got Chick-fil-A that opening day got it got a card that they can get Chick-fil-A for a year for free.
Oh, awesome!
I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but I mean, hey man, I would wait in line to get fucking fast food for a year.
Yeah.
But
so the week before Christmas, Harper had her recital, right, for ballet.
Yeah.
So the Saturday before the recital, she had her dress rehearsal, and Jessica was sick, so I took her to that. And I was just for 3 hours, I'm just sitting there reading stuff on the news, and this one article I was reading about this chick who, not a super diehard McDonald's person, but she goes quite often. But she was writing this article about how McDonald's let her try out this, I can't remember exactly what it's called, this McDonald's loyalty rewards card where people that have it can eat McDonald's free for the rest of their life. So the fine print to it is a couple meals a week.
Okay,
I think is what it is.
That would make
sense.
But
anywho, so she got to use it for 3 days, right? And I'm just reading the articles yeah, I really want McDonald's now.
Yeah.
Here's something that might surprise you. I have never ever had a Big Mac.
What?
Never ever, because it's got stuff on it.
Yeah,
that I don't like
onions and what about that? Have you ever had the Mac sauce? Have you ever tried that?
Nope. I mean I know exactly what it is. It's ketchup and mayonnaise and relish.
Yeah.
It's
no.
Nope. Not for me.
Wow, you never had a Big Mac? That's crazy.
Never had a Big Mac. Jessica loves Big Macs.
Oh, I love Big Macs too. They're good. But I mean, it would make sense that you wouldn't like it because it has onion and relish and all that kind of shit.
I just don't like the sauce.
Yeah. But But you never had it, so how do you know if you like it or not?
'Cause, listen, I've tasted mayonnaise before. It's absolutely disgusting. You know, sometimes I'll taste an onion, still disgusting.
Now, okay, you don't like mayo. What about Miracle Whip?
Don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like Miracle Whip.
Don't like sour cream.
Yeah. What about cream cheese?
Cream cheese is okay.
Yeah.
In moderation.
Yeah. Like on a bagel or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So when we're recording this, it is New Year's Eve. And it is, what time is it now?
It is 9:20.
9:20. So, me and Laura got a bunch of air fryer stuff for dinner tonight. I had, we ate some of it earlier today. I had fries. She had buffalo chicken egg rolls. Okay. They were good. Yeah. And I had French fries, and we got like a bunch of stuff. And then I got
pizza rolls.
No, we didn't get pizza rolls. She got like the big soft pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got like just mozzarella sticks, stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff was sold out because that's what a lot of people do is they eat appetizers for New Year's Eve. But while we were at Walmart, I saw something and I wanted one for a while now.
What?
I got a Roomba.
A Roomba.
I got a smart robot vacuum cleaner.
Is it awesome? Do you love it? You come home from work and your floors are spotless.
Now, okay, so
right?
We turned it on, and Lucy was scared of it. She's like, holy shit, what is this thing going around the floors? And yeah, so she was scared, but now she got warmed up to it. And I was thinking, well, let's schedule it to start vacuuming at 6 o'clock in the morning. But then I was like, the dogs are in the other room while we're gone, and it might scare the dogs, or it might, they would lose their shit. So we scheduled it to 9:30 at night. So while we were sleeping,
now it's gonna keep you guys up all night.
We turned it on, and I thought it was stuck at one point, but it was returning back to its charging base. So yeah, I like it. And then it has to, when you start it, it goes and maps out your house while vacuuming, and then it shows you a map of your house. And so we did the hallway, we did the kitchen, and we did the living room and the dog's room. So it just goes for a while and just maps out everything. And it's cool. And then you can like control it like a remote control car if you want, because we haven't put up the trim yet around the kitchen and the living room, so there's like a little gap. And I was like, oh shit, it's gonna get stuck. But nope, it went right over it. So I mean, it was. I think it's worth my money. It was $100. I mean,
no, that's not a bad deal at all.
No, it was $100. Yeah. So I always wanted one, and and then I also got something else at Walmart. I needed slippers, right?
Okay.
And and I saw some Crocs that are have like kind of, I don't know how to explain it.
Do they have the fuzzy?
Yes.
Oh god.
Yes, it has the fuzzy, and they're camo.
Oh my god.
I don't know if you get. They're camo Crocs. So,
are they actual Crocs?
No, they're like knockoffs.
Walmart
but
brand.
So I got.
Do
Crocs.
they even have the 4-wheel drive switch on those?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
It has the 4-wheel drive on it. So, I need a new slipper. So I was like, I need something that keeps my feet warm because the new flooring kind of gets cold. So
pussy.
Yeah. So.
Oh, my feet are cold.
So yeah. So I got some Crocs, and yeah. So it was a successful Walmart trip.
Well, I last December 20th bought myself something for Christmas, and it came yesterday. It was supposed to come on the 28th, but it came yesterday. That's all right. That's cool. Didn't some guitar picks. Yeah, that's what I got myself for Christmas. I bought myself 4 different types of guitar picks, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Real exciting.
What now these guitar picks you have now I don't know anything really about guitar picks or guitars in general, but are they like a certain weight?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. So me as a guitar player, back when we were in high school, I was in this little band called The Fix. You know, we played some covers and stuff. And there's this music store that used to be in Canandaigua that's no longer. It's called Rossi's Music Center or something. So they had these picks, these big triangle ones, and I bought them out of the blue and purple ones. So the blue ones were 1 millimeter, and the purple ones were 1.14 millimeters, and I bought them all up, right? So I'm like, I love these huge big blue picks, and I don't know how long it's been, but I mean, we went out of high school for a hot minute, and so when I was living in Mississippi, this music store was going out of business, and they were selling out, and they had the blue Dunlop guitar picks that are big and triangle shape. So I bought them all out, and then I lose them guitar picks so quickly, and so I can never really find them in music stores, and I don't really go to music stores often. So I like these big blue guitar picks. So I went onto the old Dunlop website and just went to see how much it was. I think I'll get myself a pack. And then I wanted to try a different thickness. I want just a little bit thinner, 0.88 millimeter. So I bought a pack of those ones, and those ones are big and green. And then I saw that they have these ones called the Flex, which is still big and big triangle shaped. And I bought 1 millimeter and 0.88 millimeter of the Flex ones just to see what the difference is, because long story short, I want to get a quote for it before I actually pay for it. With Dunlop guitar accessories, you can get custom printed guitar picks, right? It's a minimum order of 800.
Oh.
800, right?
Yeah.
800 picks, right?
Oh.
It's I would never have to buy another guitar pick in my life. It'll probably be it'll probably be I don't know, $400 probably to buy that many. So I'm I was talking to my cousin about it. It's what kind of guitar picks do you use? He's I don't use guitar picks. I'm well, what kind does TJ use? It's I don't know. He uses these weird shaped ones. And I remember a bunch of years ago, I gave him this one. It's called a shark fin. So then yesterday he was oh, I've never heard of those ones before. You'll have to tell me how they are. I'm I haven't tried them yet either, but, legend has it. They're this kind and this kind. And he's yeah, I would try them, but I just bought 72 of the shark fins. I'm oh, God.
No.
And then I was telling him how, you can get custom made, in quotations, custom printed guitar picks. You pick the shape, the size, and the design on it and color. You can either pick, maybe one day I will buy 800 guitar picks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you were in a popular band that was touring a lot, yeah, maybe that
for sure.
I mean, but just personal use, 800 picks. I mean, it reminds me of when I did a Beer Pirate Radio podcast. And I wanted to have shirts made, but the minimum I can get done was 200. Or no, it wasn't 200. It was way less. But anyways, I ordered a bunch of T-shirts, sold 2, and the rest of them used as shit shirts. I used some of the shirts to put in the window with the AC, so the AC would. I used them for shit shirts afterwards. They just collected dust. So I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, it sucks that you have to order a lot of things just to get a discount or the minimum. It sucks. So
yeah, I don't even know if I've had 100 guitar picks in the almost going on. I think this year is the 20th year of me attempting to play the guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, when you started, or when you first picked up a guitar, did you go to someone to teach you how to play the guitar?
Yes.
Okay. Now, was it like in a music store, or was it like a
private lessons?
Private lessons? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. A Napolite. He was in the class of 2000.
Okay.
Nicholas Fagnoli, his name is.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he's doing with his life now, but yeah, he was my guitar instructor for a while, and TJ also took lessons from him.
Okay.
And I'm trying to think. So I want to say it was the summer going into ninth grade that I got the guitar. That I got my first guitar. Worked the whole summer with my stepdad, and then used that money to buy my first electric guitar. And then I started taking lessons in the fall. And yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah. I guess your hobby is guitars when you were that age. Mine was skiing. And I remember my dad was like, "We're not buying you skis. You got to earn it. You got to earn to get your skis." So, I worked with my dad at this moving company called Mayflower.
2 Girls, 1 Cup moving?
2 Girls, 1 Cup moving. No, it was Mayflower. And I folded these moving pads. They put over furniture like wood and to make sure it doesn't scratch. And now these mats were so disgusting. I just remember folding mats for like 8 hours. Like they would be in these big wooden crate things, and you just fold them and fold them and fold them. And my nose, when I got out of work, was just dust, just like rot or just clumps of dust in my nose, and it was just so gross. But I made enough money to buy skis and all the like winter clothes and stuff like that I wanted. And yeah, so I mean, I know how it is, man. Working to pay for your hobby. I mean,
yeah.
I guess my hobby now is drinking. So.
And then here I am, going on 20 years later, and I've probably got $10,000, maybe more worth of gear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an investment. You got to think about it that way.
Invest. Oh, I can't think. It was the last episode. I can't remember if it was before or after. So I had a guy interested in buying. I think we talked about it. Maybe I don't remember. But yeah, had a guy interested in one of the guitars. I'm not really trying to sell, but I listed them on sale. Listed them online. Yeah, I think we talked.
Yeah,
about
we
it,
talked
so
about it.
I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is a perfect time. We have another movie review.
Oh, great.
So, all right, sit back and relax and enjoy Jesse White's movie review.
Hey everyone, Jesse again, and I'm back to review Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, or as I like to call it, why the fuck does Netflix hate money? I wanted to watch this movie in theaters during the Thanksgiving holiday because I absolutely loved Knives Out when it came out in 2019. Unfortunately, my dad came down to visit my sister and I in New Orleans, and spending time with family took precedence over seeing a movie in theaters. But when Dad went home, the movie was already pulled from theaters. A movie that people clearly wanted to see was only in a small number of screens for just a week before Netflix said, no more, because we hate making money. And a month later, they finally released it on their platform, and I finally got to watch one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc returns in yet another over-the-top whodunit murder mystery with a superstar-loaded cast that includes Edward Norton, Kate Hudson, Dave Bautista, Kathryn Hahn, Janelle Monáe, and Jessica Henwick. And just like with Star Wars The Last Jedi, director Rian Johnson deserves credit for once again avoiding the typical sequel trap of reusing the same plot once again. And if you haven't seen Knives Out, you will not get lost watching Glass Onion. Just like with James Bond, the Benoit Blanc movies seem to be adopting a one-and-done formula for each mystery, and I for one applaud this approach as opposed to having an overarching trilogy at minimum epic. While Knives Out will feel timeless, Glass Onion is specifically set during the COVID-19 pandemic of 2020. Bored and trapped in his apartment and playing Among Us in his bathtub, the restless Blanc excitedly joins a murder mystery dinner party set up by an egotistical, excessively wealthy tech mogul similar to Elon Musk that he wasn't invited to. However, after quickly solving the game within a matter of minutes, what started off as a murder mystery game turns into a real one, setting Blanc up to solve a real crime once again. Just like with Knives Out, the large cast delivers fantastic performances, especially Monáe as the Brand twins. And Johnson delivers once again one of the best movies of the year, easily in my top 5 of 2022. I give Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, a 5 out of 5.
And we're back.
What movie did you review this time?
Knives Out.
Cool.
The new
yeah. That's on Instagram. That's on Instagram.
No, it's on
That's
Netflix.
on Netflix.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get around to that.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Avatar 2 yet. We're actually gonna take Harper to go see that on Monday.
Oh, nice.
Because she did such a good job on this trip that we took. That we're like,
I think she'll be interested in it.
well, I think she'll be able to handle 3 hours in the movie theater.
Yeah, I mean.
So hopefully there's like nobody else in the movie theater.
Yeah, just go in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Don't go at night. Go in the afternoon, right when they open. There'll be no one there.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. It's been, I don't know how many weeks since it's been on, but yeah, we're gonna take her to see that.
Yeah, I got home and I watched All Quiet in the Western Front. Remember that?
Oh yeah, how's that? Yeah,
we read it in high school,
and we watched the one All Quiet on the Western Front in English class after we read the book.
Yeah, this.
But how was this one?
It was good.
Don't give me spoilers.
No,
it's on the to watch list.
No, it's good. It's a German film.
Yeah.
So I mean, they put English instead of
subtitles. Yeah.
Not subtitles. It's all
overdubbed.
Yeah, overdubbed. So it's overdubbed, but yeah, it was a good movie. It was quite long. It was 2.5 hours long.
That's nothing.
I mean, it's not really nothing, but there's some dull moments where it's like, okay, let's move on to the next part. But yeah.
Speaking of German film, so Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's Austrian, right?
Yep.
I was reading this thing about him not too long ago because I wanted to hear what he sounded like speaking his native tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was reading this thing about how in one of probably the first Terminator film, they didn't allow him to do German overdub.
Okay.
His own overdub because I guess where he's from in Austria is like a very rural accent dialect or whatever.
Okay.
And they were saying it was like, if he did his, native tongue, he'd end up sounding like a hillbilly, and his dialect is basically what the article was saying. So it's like, yeah, because we don't want to have like a German hillbilly robot from the future.
There you go.
So,
yeah.
But yeah,
there's quite a bit of movies I want to watch, but haven't got around to it. But yeah, we just what's that?
I will let you finish.
No, we got home and we were just like, there's nothing on TV because it's like Christmas. Everything is postponed until after Christmas. Like I watch Hell's Kitchen. I watch what is it? There's just a bunch of shows I watch that are Christmas break. They don't put anything out new because no one's gonna watch TV because they're busy doing something else. So
Yeah.
I popped on a movie tonight, and yeah, we're gonna. It's 9:37 now. Where I bought 2 bottles of champagne, and I bought one for the morning. We're gonna make mimosas.
Nice.
And I bought another bottle. It's okay. So when I was buying the champagne, I was like, "Is this the only champagne you have?" And he's like, "Well, it's not called champagne anymore. It's called bubbly. They're using the word bubbly now." And I'm like,
You should be, listen, asshole. You can only call it champagne when it's from the Champagne region of France. They're not calling it champagne anymore.
"Yeah." So I was like, "Is this the only champagne selection?" And he was just going off. It's like, "Oh, we don't call it champagne. We call it bubbly." And then he was giving me some backstory. I'm like, "Dude, where's the section where the warm champagne is?" So
Where's the sparkling wine?
yeah. So I bought one is Barefoot. It's like this pink champagne. I bought that, and then I bought just a cheap bottle of regular champagne. So
Yeah. So we got champagne in quotations for mimosas on Christmas morning. It's not you can't call it champagne because it's not from the Champagne region of France.
yeah.
But this I don't remember what the bottle was called, but the style that it is a California champagne. And I was like, okay, whatever. Just picked it up, and it went well with orange juice. The thing that I had the issue with, I couldn't get it open. Right?
Okay.
It wasn't like the regular old, like you have to screw this
Yep.
little tinfoil thing and then pop the cork.
Yep.
It was like you had to twist this thing.
Okay.
It wasn't like a regular twist top. It was like this weird twist thing. And I'm like, I can't get this. It's like, I don't know what's going on, but like you're supposed to twist it the opposite way, not like you normally twist.
Righty tighty, lefty
like,
loosey.
So it's like righty loosey, lefty tighty is what it is. So I untwisted it the way that I thought it was, but nope, that's not the way that goes. Like I can't get it open. I don't know what we're gonna do. Eventually I got it, and I was worried because I didn't hear any pop. Like it really does. Like this is gonna be flat, but it wasn't flat, and I pretty much drank a whole bottle of champagne by myself Christmas morning.
Yeah. The last time I had champagne was the Super Bowl. I can't remember who played. I think it was the Patriots and who did they play? Oh, I don't remember. But anyways, they lost, and so I was like, we had the champagne to cheers that the Patriots won, and they lost. So I'm not gonna let it go to waste. So I opened it. And they were watching This Is Us. It was like right after the Super Bowl, and I was like, "This is boring." So I opened it, and I was just like slugging it back, and they turn around, and I had the bottle empty, and they're like, "Did you drink that whole bottle of champagne?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I did." So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've only had champagne probably like 3 times in my life, including.
I don't think I've ever had actual champagne.
Well, I mean, bubbly or whatever.
From the Champagne region of France.
Yeah.
Here's a little throwback thing talking about champagne. I don't know if we were having champagne. So this was years ago, working at Bristol Harbor. Jesse White worked there too. And it was a New Year's Eve thing, and I just remember Jesse Harvey. You remember him? He was letting Jesse White have some wine or champagne or something. I just remember coming back from doing something, and he was sitting on one of the tables, and he just all loosey goosey because he had a few too many bubblies. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. But
yeah, good times.
Good times.
Question: are there any emails this week?
I'm gonna check right now. So, hold on. Nope.
Fuck them.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah. Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, we'll talk about the things that grind my gears. Right?
All right.
So let me pull it up in the notes real quick. Okay, so, there's that huge storm
In Buffalo?
the whole in the United States,
okay.
right? The Christmas weekend.
Yep.
Where it was like super cold and
Yeah, we lost.
and and Buffalo got hit with snow and you lost power
Yep.
and everybody lost power and it was super cold and I messaged Brett one day. I'm like, hey man, how's the weather up there? Because he's in Montana.
Yep.
And he I can't remember. He sent me like a screenshot of his weather app and it was like -39 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, god damn, that's so cold.
Yeah, the wind chill here was -22 at one point. The wind chill was.
So cold. But so I've got. Let me just try to get all my thoughts into a non-confusing thing. So like with this whole thing, with what happened a couple years ago, the Rona, are snow days even a thing anymore?
No, they're not.
No.
My nieces, they got excited when that big storm happened. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna have a snow day, and we're gonna have fun in the snow." And my mom's like, "No, you have remote learning, so you're not gonna have a snow day. You got to sit in front of a computer and learn." And so yeah, it was funny because they got so excited. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go tubing and you got to sit in front of a computer because they have lessons plans just for snow days now." So yeah, it sucks.
So it's like, getting so with more to piggyback up on that. So like, I feel that America has gone soft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like with the whole cold spell that happened during the Christmas break. I remember back in the day, when we were children and teenagers, that was normal. It was like super cold the whole winter, and we'd have like, huge snowstorms, and like we wouldn't like freak out about it. We wouldn't go stock up on bullshit, and there wouldn't be like travel bans and all this. It was just like common sense type of stuff, and that was normal back then. And now like all these pussy businesses are closing for the day. Like, oh, stay safe out there, blah 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 this and blah 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 that.
Yeah.
And we're closing due to it's a little cold outside. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
So, and then I want to say it was Valentine's Day of 2007.
Okay.
And there was like a crazy snowstorm. And I was working at Bristol Harbor. And we didn't close. We didn't get any business that day.
Yeah.
We didn't close. And I remember I still had to go to work. And I also remember the band Mastodon. They were playing in Rochester that night. And I think that they ended up canceling, not because of the bad weather, but because there's like...
No one showed up.
No, not because no one showed up. There was like an emergency, a medical emergency with one of the members of the band.
Oh, okay.
Because this another dude that I was taking guitar lessons from, not at the time, but later on in my musical lesson journey, his name is Bernie, and he has this one-man band called Skull.
Okay.
And his one-man band was supposed to open up for Mastodon. So Mastodon's a pretty big band right now, but like back in 2007, they were in their infancy, I guess you could say. They had been like a band for like 7 or 8 years, I want to say is what it was. 2 of the members are from the greater Rochester area. But yeah, so like they didn't cancel because of the weather, they canceled because of a medical emergency. And I just remember going to work, and like the parking lot at Bristol Harbor was just like super packed full of snow. And I want to say I was doing donuts in the parking lot with no one was there. But
yeah.
Yeah.
The one reason I would think they would shut down for the day is because it would probably cost more money to be open than it does if you have no customers and whatnot.
I don't know. It's just people are pussies these days.
People are pussies these days. But yeah, so
Yeah, so that's some of the stuff that's been grinding my gears lately.
nice. Well, I think we're gonna end it early today.
Wait,
Yeah.
so it's the New Year's. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No, I don't really have one.
You don't?
No, I mean, I guess, nah, I don't know. I don't really have one. Laura asked me this earlier, and I don't know.
We're giving up alcohol for the new year, so we have like a bunch. So she got the whole wine advent calendar for Christmas, right, for the Christmas season, and she's pretty much, well, she's not sick now, but for like a good chunk of the advent calendar, she was either on duty and she couldn't drink can't drink while on duty, or she was sick. And so there's like, I want to say she had like 16 bottles of wine that we had to finish, right? So we're gonna drink all the wine and all the beers that I have tonight, and we're gonna have no alcohol for a whole year.
No alcohol for a whole year.
For a whole year, yeah. And then I'm also trying to try to lose 52 pounds.
52 pounds?
Yep. So it's a pound a week.
Yeah.
Because I am just so fat, I feel like.
Yeah, I
mean, I don't feel that. I just feel like that I look it. But it's like, I went and got some new dress uniforms also because my command sucks. And they're like, oh, surprise blues inspection. And I, like, the whole thing, I don't want to wait forever for, the supply to get me. So I just went and bought it myself. And it was a little pricey, but whatever. And, like, my regular blues, I was like, they were so tiny 10 years ago. So tiny 10 years ago. And it was like, the pant sizes are like, it just like blows my mind. I got like size 40 pants, right? The regular pants that I wear, made by real human beings who aren't blind and stuff, and real places, size 36. It's like, why the fuck is this shit a size 40? It's just, I just don't understand,
Yeah, I had, when I first started working at the hospital, I had a size 36 jeans. Now I'm down to a 34.
Oh, nice.
So the small, like when I was super skinny, I was a size 32. But that's when I, didn't take care of my body and, so.
Oh, you still don't.
I'm better. I'm getting,
Eating junk food for dinner every night.
No.
Frozen air fryer food.
Hey man, you gotta enjoy.
Listen, I can say this because I too have let myself go.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know,
but there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you proposed, right? How'd that go?
No, it wasn't a proposal. It was just a ring. Laura wanted a
promise ring.
Yes,
it was a promise ring.
It was a promise ring.
Because you are still in high school, and not just any high school. You're stuck in 8th grade, and you're promising to your 8th grade girlfriend.
Laura wanted a ring, so I got.
So you got her a promise ring because you're stuck in the 8th grade mentality.
It wasn't
like, hey girl, yeah, I promise. I'll blah blah blah, whatever you do for promise rings.
Yeah. No, I mean,
just man up and propose to her.
Yeah. No, I mean, she wanted a ring, so I got her a ring. I found...
Yeah, she wanted an engagement ring.
No, she just wanted a ring, so...
No, she wanted an engagement ring.
Tomatoes. But anyways,
But you know what? Valentine's Day is right around the corner.
Yeah, they have... In Walmart, they had the Valentine's Day candy already out and shit.
Already? Oh, man.
Yeah, it was... They had, like, sections of, they were giving... they're getting rid of all the Christmas stuff. And that was, 50% off.
Awesome.
But, I mean, there wasn't much left because people... They love bargains, so...
Yeah. Sorry to change the subject. So, it's almost 10 o'clock, right? And Harper really wants to stay up late to see the...
Ball drop?
To see the fireworks. No, the fireworks. Oh. You can't hear it here, but, for the past 4 hours, people have been lighting off fireworks across the city, and it just sounds like gunshots. But I was just I hear it outside, laughing and giggling, and I don't know what those girls are doing, but she's got 2 more hours to go. I wonder if she's going to be able to make it.
Yeah. Laura took a nap. I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
Do you have to work tomorrow?
Nope. Me and Laura have tomorrow off. So I'm gonna get a little sloppy after this, and
Do you work next weekend?
yes,
Yeah.
I work next weekend. I do trash and linen, and I've worked in the nursing home this past week, and there was a COVID outbreak, and so I had
COVID's not real.
Yeah, COVID's not real.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks a lot, Ahmet Dadali.
Speaking of which, so he put a thing. I can't remember what it was, but I commented on it. How it still cracks me up when I see these idiots driving in their car by themselves with a face mask on.
Yeah,
it's like, come on, COVID's not real. It's just a cold. Get over it.
But we had to gown up. We had to get it's like a shield.
You had to get in your mop gear.
Yeah. There's like a shield, and then you have to wear N95, and then you got to wear a regular mask, and then you got to wear this like a it's almost like a cheap I don't know, like nylon, like plastic gown, and yeah. So I had to do that for 2 days, and then I worked in Pines, and yeah, and then today I had to work in the hospital side. And yeah, so, but you know what?
So how close to the goal are you?
For the podcast stuff,
Yeah.
I have $2,000, so
Nice.
out of 6.
Okay.
So
4 to go.
I'm going to when it gets probably like springtime, maybe when you come back, I'm gonna email some people about some office spaces, and we'll find a place, and yeah.
I think you should get a shed.
You know what?
And we'll convert it.
They have these sheds on 5 and 20 near my house that are rent to own,
Yeah.
and they're big. They're huge. But
Because what you do is like when you find still I would say, because I'm going to really push for you to do the shed instead of doing an office space.
yeah,
You see how much it'll cost you a year, right, to rent a place, and then you're just like, you know what, maybe I will do a rent-to-own garden shed
Mhm.
and convert it to something nice, and maybe up the curb appeal to my place when I decide to sell.
yeah,
I'm really going to convince you to do it.
yeah. You know what? I'll look into it. But you know what? The other thing too was that I wish they had Amish around here, because
There are Amish around there.
yeah, but I don't know. There's like 2 kinds of Amish. There's the modern day
The
Amish.
Mennonites and the Amish.
Yeah. And so the Mennonites, I think, build shit for like dirt cheap. And my grandfather's property, they built a whole cabin for like dirt cheap.
Yeah, I've seen that cabin. It looks like a shed.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
But-
they call it a cabin,
so-
but it's mostly
Yeah.
a shed.
My brother-in-law, Tyler, so they have a pole barn.
Yep.
Right? And either the Mennonite and the Amish threw that together.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, if we, maybe I'll look into that too, seeing if someone can build us. And you know what, though? The rules of the park, too, play a big factor. Because there's a certain size that you can have your shed. It can't be over a certain amount of square footage. It's... The park has a bunch of rules, but no one follows them.
Except for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get in trouble, and then I just don't want to do it. I want to do the shed thing possibly, but I don't want to break the rules.
Yeah.
So we were only allowed to have a certain amount of weight for a dog, and when we got Lucy, we kind of followed the rules, but when we got Maddie, we didn't give a fuck.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
So I'm sure, but she isn't an accepted breed, but we didn't follow the weight rules, so fuck them. People at the end of the park have fucking pit bulls and shit, and that's not an accepted breed. So, I mean...
Maybe you should rat them out.
They don't do anything. They don't give a shit. The Cook's property, like, literally left this park a shithole. They tore out the trailer right across the street and left the deck on it, or left the deck behind, and fucking left the deck in the back behind. It looks like shit. It looks like shit when you enter the park. And it just pisses me off because...
Is there a homeowners association?
No. There's no homeowners.
You should rally up all the,
There's this lady...
The fellow people in the community, and you guys take the park back. If these people aren't gonna, maintain the park, you will force the owners out, and you will,
I'm afraid because it's like a lease agreement for lot fee, so I'm afraid that once we get to April when we renew it, they're not gonna renew it, and then we will have to sell the place and find a new place. But I own this trailer, and so it'd be kind of hard for them to kick us out because we own the trailer. They would have to buy the trailer back, or I wouldn't even know what they would do if they didn't renew the lease. So yeah.
Well, yeah, you get yourself a U-Haul truck, $20 to rent around town plus mileage.
Yeah. Just tow the fucker myself.
Yeah. Well, you can't, but
Yeah, no.
other people can. And we have hit an hour and 4 minutes because I wanted to, get you an hour into the show. So that's all we have for today's episode. We'll see you. So I think we talked about how we're doing 26 episodes for the season.
Yep.
We're going to take a small break. So this is number 23, and we'll see you on our next episode. As always, I'm Evan Bogart, and this is the Bogart Podcast.
All right. See you on the other side.
And for the how much dick do you suck?
This has been a Beer Pirate Radio production.